Medieval castles could survive brutal winters without electricity, boilers, insulation foam, or thermostats, yet they remained warm enough for hundreds of people to live comfortably. Meanwhile, modern homes with insulation, double-pane windows, and central heating can become dangerously cold after just a 12-hour power outage. How? The secret was thermal mass, something modern construction almost entirely abandoned. Castles use stone walls 8 to 15 feet thick. Stone has high heat storage capacity, meaning it absorbs heat slowly and releases it slowly. During the day, heat from fires, cooking, body warmth, and even weak winter sunlight soaked into the walls. At night, when temperatures dropped, the stone released its stored heat back into living spaces for hours. This thermal lag often lasted 12 to 24 hours. In contrast, modern houses rely on insulation but have almost no mass drywall, hollow studs, thin siding. These materials delay heat transfer, but they cannot store heat. Once the furnace stops, there is no thermal reserve. Temperatures fall rapidly, making modern homes heavily dependent on continuous energy input. Records from medieval estates confirm the performance. At Westminster Palace during the cold winter of 1309, occupied halls stayed between 58 to 68 degrees, with fires burning only part of the day. Experiments with replica great halls show similar results. The structure warms slowly, but once heated, it loses heat far more gradually than an insulated modern building. Castles weren't just stone boxes. Their internal design enhanced heat retention. The Great Hall used a central hearth without a chimney pulling heat away. Hot smoke rose, warming the ceiling stone before venting through louvers, effectively recycling the heat. Thick tapestries hung inches from walls, creating insulating air pockets that reduced drafts and heat loss. Small bed chambers required very little heat to warm. Four-poster beds with heavy curtains created microclimates, trapping body heat 10 to 15 degrees above room temperature. Charcoal braziers provided clean, efficient heat where needed. Heated stones wrapped in cloth warmed beds for hours. People heated themselves as much as their buildings. Winter clothing meant layered systems: linen for moisture control, wool for insulation, fur for barriers. A fully dressed person could remain comfortable in rooms around 50 degrees Fahrenheit. A temperature modern people consider intolerable indoors. Communal sleeping multiplied warmth further. Several bodies under blankets could raise bed temperatures 20 degrees Fahrenheit beyond ambient. Modern construction took the opposite path. Speed and low upfront cost became the priority. Stick frame walls go up in days instead of decades. When energy was cheap in the mid-20th century, there was no economic pressure to design for passive thermal performance. If a building got cold, you simply burned more fuel. This worked as long as energy stayed cheap and the grid stayed reliable. But today, with rising heating costs and increasing grid vulnerabilities, the weaknesses of this approach are becoming obvious. Modern buildings are comfortable only when external systems work perfectly. When those systems fail, habitability collapses almost immediately. We can't build stone castles now, but we can borrow their principles. Thermal mass can be added through interior brick or stone walls, concrete floors, or thick plaster coatings. Passive solar design can allow winter sun to heat exposed mass that releases warmth after dark. Heating only occupied rooms instead of entire houses reduces load dramatically. Backup heaters and thermal curtains add resilience, and simply dressing warmer indoors can cut heating costs significantly. The point isn't to live like medieval people. It's to recover knowledge they mastered, knowledge intentionally abandoned when cheap energy made resilience seem unnecessary. Castles were engineered to work with physics instead of against it. Their methods didn't rely on a grid, a supply chain, or constant fuel inputs. Our methods do. As energy costs rise, one thing is becoming clear: insulation without thermal mass solves only half the problem. Medieval builders understood the other half. We just stopped using it.